good news as multiple stimulus checks are coming to a number of Americans as IRS is sending out automatic stimulus payments to a big number of Americans, while at the same time there's another stimulus payment that is already approved and on the way from President Biden, where he already announced it. I'm going to give you the details of both of these checks, but when it comes to the first one from IRS, you need to take a simple step in order to claim this very important stimulus payment of $1,400. I'm going to break down each and everything for you, but all I need is just a little favor to please hit that like button on this video. So without any further ado, let's start. Around 1 million Americans are about to receive a stimulus check of $1,400 from the IRS. And there is another stimulus payment that is already announced by President Biden worth $770, and this payment is already on the way to a number of Americans. I'm going to give you the details on both of these payments, but first you need to listen to President Biden, where he announced this $770 worth of payment.
We're getting them help right now, as you all know. People impacted by these fires are going to receive one-time payment of $770, one-time payment, so they can quickly purchase things like water, baby formula, and prescriptions. So far, nearly 6,000 survivors have registered to do just that, and $5.1 million has gone out.
As you heard President Biden, he said that $770 worth of one-time payment is coming to a number of Americans who are affected by the wildfire in California. And this is not only limited to the people who are affected by this wildfire, but the people who are living in the surroundings, because they're also affected with the shortage of basic necessities. At the same time, when it comes to this $770 worth of stimulus payment, a number of experts and analysts are saying that this is simply a joke, because people lost their homes, their vehicles, their memories, and a number of people lost their lives too. So $770 worth of one-time payment seems like a joke to a number of Americans who are affected by this wildfire. While at the same time, a number of Americans are saying that it should be a monthly reoccurring payment of at least $2,000 until their life comes back to normal. Well, at the same time, a number of analysts are also saying that if this is going to be a one-time payment, it should be at least $5,000 so people can afford the basic necessities, because the cost of living in California is higher than most of the US states. Moving on towards the IRS stimulus check that is coming to a number of Americans, and we are talking about 1 million Americans who are going to receive this stimulus check. So what are the details? The IRS is distributing about $2.4 billion to taxpayers who did not receive their COVID stimulus payments. By the end of January, approximately 1 million taxpayers will receive a special payment of up to $1,400 from the IRS. Remember that the IRS said it's distributing these payments to taxpayers who failed to claim recovery rebate credit on their 2021 tax return. There's still about 1 million people who never filed their 2021 tax return, and even if they filed, they never claimed this $1,400. So remember, if you receive any letter from IRS about $1,400, the letter is real. So keep that in mind. While on the other hand, when it comes to this $1,400 check, a number of people who never filed their tax return, they also need to do that, because this is one of the stimulus check that these people can claim. But at the same time, if you never received your $2,000 worth of first stimulus check, then $600 worth of stimulus check, you can also claim that. But in order to do that, you need to talk to your CPA for the professional advice. But one thing is for sure, that if you did not receive your $1,400 worth of tax rebate or stimulus check in 2021, then you can claim it by simply filing the tax of 2021, and then you can claim this $1,400. While at the same time, when we talk about the $770 worth of payment that is coming to Californians who are affected by this wildfire, there's a chaotic situation. A number of people are taking it as a joke from President Joe Biden, because they're saying that $770 is simply not enough. President Biden should come up with something that would be appropriate for these affectees. And remember that the victims of the wildfire, they're devastated by this and they need some sort of relief, and they need it right now. But when it comes to $770, people are outraged, and they're saying that in the last 10 days of President Biden in the House, he has done something which is hurting the popularity of Democratic Party. We are not going to go into the politics, but this is what a number of analysts and experts are saying. And remember that President-elect Donald J. Trump is going to be in the office in 5 days from now. So what's gonna happen? He'll also going to announce some sort of relief to the victims of wildfire in California. So remember that there are more stimulus payments, stimulus relief, or you can call it stimulus support is coming. While at the same time, the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, is also working actively for the residents of California. So there could be some sort of stimulus payment on the state level as well. So it's possible that more stimulus will be on the way from the state and federal government. Well, all eyes are right now on President-elect Donald J. Trump, because if you remember, when he distributed the $2,000 worth of stimulus checks, he put his name on the checks. So of course, there's always a game that who's gonna do more for the American people. So we can expect more relief and more support for the victims of wildfire in California, while at the same time, don't forget to claim your $1,400 worth of stimulus payment or tax rebate. I will see you in the next video. Till then, please take care and have a nice day.